Support WrestleTalk!
Give us a subscribe.
Hello and welcome to this WrestleTalk News Extra. I'm Ollie Davis. This is Luke Owen. Please press the thumbs up button, give us a subscribe and leave us a comment down below. We'll be getting to as many of them as possible in the first 30 minutes after this video goes live. Breaking news, it's just happened for us. There has been 2 WWE Stars suspended for 30 days. This news comes from Pro Wrestling Sheet. One of them hasn't been used for a long time. One of those names that you were like, I thought you would have been released on Sunday. And if you didn't think that, you would probably think, I just assumed you were released already. It was Epico Cologne of the Colognes. Of course, he's got a tag team with Primo.
Yep.
The Shooting Stars, they used to be called.
Yeah, and then they were just Primo and Epico, which was their original tag run as well. It's very funny. So TLC 2011 is our Patreon podcast for this month, and they have a tag team title match against Air Boom. And my first note there was, are Primo and Epico still employed by WWE? And as wouldn't you, Adam and Eve it. Breaking news today, one of them suspended.
And that was 2011.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually really like both of them as wrestlers. I think they're fantastic in-ring workers. Of course, their dad is the wrestling legend, Carlos Colon. He owns a promotion in Puerto Rico, one of the biggest ones, and they've been wrestling there for quite a lot over the last year or so, even though they're still under contract with WWE. Now, the other name is a lot more significant. Robert Roode.
Yeah, Robert Roode has been suspended. Well, reportedly been suspended according to Pro Wrestling Sheets for a wellness policy violation.
No mustache break right now. That's inappropriate. It's inappropriate. Yeah, so this is from Pro Wrestling Sheet. They have learned that 2 WWE stars have been suspended for wellness policy violations. I feel like we haven't had a wellness policy violation for a year.
It's been a long old time since we had one. But it's interesting that this news has come out from Pro Wrestling Sheet. Ryan Satin, aka WWE Backstage's Ryan Satin. So he is someone who clearly has got more of an inside track now with WWE and more reputable sources. And I'd be very, very interested to see if this is brought up on Backstage tonight.
Ooh, of course, there's an episode with CM Punk this evening. It will be really interesting. Of course, Ryan Satin is now their go-to correspondent. He's the guy that breaks the news of the 5-year deals for Miz, for Randy Orton, for Paige on the WWE Backstage Show on Fox. But we've been critical of him, definitely on this show, and a lot of other people, for not actually addressing any proper stories.
No.
You know, like the Saudi Arabia one, the fact that AEW exists.
ACH,
the racism accusation controversy there. He hasn't brought any of that up, and neither has WWE Backstage as a show, which plays into one of the main criticisms that it's actually just a WWE PR exercise, where they can control the narrative. But here, how do you not turn this into a bit of a negative?
And it's clearly something that has been known, because Robert Roode was conspicuous by his absence on SmackDown on Friday night. It was just Dolph Ziggler and Baron Corbin as the mid-card vortex. No Robert Roode in sight, despite the fact he has been a big part of that storyline. And the reported match for New Day at TLC was going to be against Roode and Ziggler for the tag titles, which has then been changed to the Revival.
Yeah, because they announced on Friday's SmackDown, the one that's just gone, a 4-way number 1 contenders match between, I said the Lucha Bros on Saturday's review.
Yeah.
It wasn't the Lucha Bros, by the way, it was Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
The,
Heavy Machinery. And Chad Gable and Mustafa Ali.
And it was the Revival who eventually won.
Yeah.
The Revival will be facing a New Day on Sunday. Another act that has reportedly wanted out of their contract since the start of the year to go to AEW. They're apparently just counting down the days until their contracts expire early next year. But to further on the Robert Roode stuff, apparently he was going to be one of the guys that WWE were going to start to push. I mean, he was Triple H's chosen boy, really. He's effectively Triple H anyway.
Oh,
He's got the same look. He might as well do a pedigree.
Yeah.
But he was NXT. He's a former NXT champion. He was called up to the main roster, hasn't had the best time of it, even though his entrance music is so good. He was fudged into a one-dimensional babyface role for the longest time, and then his heel turn flip-flopped. He won the tag titles with Chad Gable.
That was this year.
That was this year.
Yeah.
And now he's in like this random tag team with Dolph Ziggler. They've moved over to SmackDown. So 2 episodes of SmackDown ago, Robert Roode was involved in the big beatdown angle of Roman Reigns. He had Roman's head on a steel chair, and he had like a mace, and he was going to
A dog mace.
He was going to effectively kill Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But that's a big main event profile spot. Albeit, yeah, sure, with 2 other guys, because Roman just can't face one man alone. Yeah, he disappears off this week's one.
And it appears that is because he's been suspended for a wellness policy violation.
Yeah, so this is the rest of Pro Wrestling Sheet's report. Sources tell us Robert Roode and Primo Cologne have been hit by 30-day suspensions. So
that's a first offence.
A first offence, and then it doubles to a 60-day violation. Sorry, a 60-day suspension on a second one.
Yep. And then the idea is supposed to be that you're fired. Theoretically.
Wonderfully to play into the whole Pro Wrestling Sheet WWE relationship. The last line of this article is, "We're told WWE will likely make the information public soon." This is them making it public! This is a WWE sanctioned article.
As first broken by the Rolling Stone, Batista's going to be yeah, because you told them to publish it.
Oh my God. Luke's still ill. Now, it's a weird time to have these suspensions come up. So close to the releases that happened on Sunday night. 4 releases. Luke Harper, Cara, and the Ascension. It's like WWE has seen the end of December as a Friday night.
Yeah.
Which is the old PR tactic of you release your bad news on a Friday evening, and then people just, don't really do anything about it over the weekend, and it's disappeared somewhat. The heat is a little bit off come Monday.
Absolutely. Dead news by Monday.
So they're just getting rid of all their bad news in this condensed bit. A little bit more on the Luke Harper release, because he has a 90-day non-compete. He won't be able to turn up anywhere else. AEW, I think. He won't be able to wrestle for any other televised US promotion, I believe it is, in wrestling until March 8th, 2020.
Now,
that's when his non-compete expires.
Although US, little Wrestle Kingdom is happening on January 4th and 5th.
I think Luke Harper, or Brody Lee, as his independent name is, would go down brilliantly in New Japan. That big Gasian Bruiser Brody style character.
I want to see him debut and attack Suzuki.
His 90-day non-compete clause expires on the 8th of March. That's when he can start appearing for AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor, wherever he chooses to go in the US. When do you think his contract was going to expire anyway?
Well, I believe it was meant to expire around April, but then it got pushed back to the summer.
March 25th.
Oh, okay.
So WWE effectively released him 2 weeks earlier, because when your contract expires, you can do whatever you want. That's what Jon Moxley did. As soon as midnight, April 30th hit, when his contract expired, I'm Jon Moxley now, I'm in AEW.
Yeah,
look at New Japan, and over here.
Look at this amazing video that I made while on WWE's payroll.
Yes, it's a bit disingenuous to think, wow, aren't WWE nice? They're letting these people go, finally, after keeping them hostage. Actually, doesn't make a lick of difference, it seems. And maybe that's playing in to other people in the WWE locker room, because on top of those 4 guys that were released, and while the Ascension never publicly or reportedly asked for it, it seems like they want it out. Mm-hmm. We've still got plenty of people in the company who don't seem to want to be there. We've already mentioned the Revival. Matt Hardy seems to be counting the days till his contract expires in February. I advise him to just wait it out.
Oh, yeah.
You've got Mike Kanellis, of course, who probably has already asked for his release for a 3rd time since we started recording this.
It appears like Rusev has just given up. He's not signed a new deal while his wife has.
Which, as you said earlier, is kind of a telling sign that if he was going to re-sign, he would have done it with his wife.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, those 4 releases on the Sunday might have created a ripple effect, as Tom Collahue of Pro Wrestling Torch has tweeted. According to a source in the WWE locker room, a small number of WWE wrestlers are considering asking for their releases now due to concern that this might be the only time the company is willing to let them go.
Oh, just don't do it on Twitter, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, you do it on Twitter, your contract gets extended.
Yes, I think we've all learnt that the hard way.
Yes.
But yeah, the 4 releases on Sunday, of course, Jordan Miles a couple of weeks beforehand. Before then, there were no real wrestler talent releases since February. when Ty Dillinger, TJP, Hideo Itami, and Goldust were released. And apparently it was Triple H saying, "Oh, go on, let Goldust go," to Vince McMahon. He lets him go, and Dustin Rhodes becomes this, puts on an amazing match in AEW.
Well, possibly match of the year,
Yeah, I can't think that Vince is there going, I made the right decision there for my evil talent-gathering ways.
Can I make a bold claim?
Over there in the back.
Well, Vince didn't see that match or knows that it took place.
AEW!
He has no idea what it is.
Who do you think will try and ask for their release? I'm sure they'll publicly come out about it with it anyway, or
it's Mike.
It's Mike Canellis.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments down below, and also give us your thoughts on this Roode and Primo suspension, which really has come out of nowhere. But for now, I've been Ollie Davis. This has been Luke Owen. Click the videos that have just appeared on the desk to catch up with the latest awesome WrestleTalk things, and please press the thumbs up button and share this video around to help this channel grow. That was wrestling.